Sean Sewell with Engearment.com in our beautiful mountains of Colorado. Sun's just coming up and it is fall and it is cold. And so I'm testing 3 things out from a company called ActionHeat. I'm testing out their rugged leather heated gloves, 7 volt, their 5 volt premium gloves, as well as their heated vest, this guy right here. In this review, I'll go over the fit, features, and functions and what I think about them. So let's get into it. First and foremost, we'll start with sizing. I'm a men's large in most gloves. In Hestra, to be specific, I'm a size 9. I could go up to a size 10. There's a size chart on the box for the gloves, which is very nice and handy, no pun intended. So I do feel the sizing on the gloves is accurate. On the vest, I'm wearing a size large, which is pretty trim on me. I am 6'1", 215 pounds, 45-inch chest, 33-inch waist, 36, 37 on the arms. And I'll show you how that fit is here in a moment. But first, before I get colder in the review process, I'll show you how these work. So I'll start with the rugged leather. It's actually goat skin leather, which, if you know our channel, we love goat skin. It's among the most pliable and durable of leather. It has a 7 volt battery pack, and the battery pack is rechargeable, of course. I believe runtime on high, which I have it on right now, you can see the red right there, is about 2 hours and gets to, they claim, 150 degrees. The next one over is medium. I think it goes for 3 hours. And then the low setting right there with blue light, and that goes for, I believe, 5 hours. There's a battery life indicator right there. I'm gonna go back to high. And there's a little pocket right here that holds the battery. Now the battery has this adapter right here. You unplug it from the glove, and then there's a AC charging unit that these plug into, and they charge up pretty fast, and they hold a charge pretty long. I don't know if I've gotten to 5 hours, but it definitely has helped out. We were camping last night. It is bow hunting season. We were camping up here in Vail Pass, and everybody's, you got the real tree camo, and they got their ATVs and their bows, and they come by camp and are like, "Are you hunting?" I'm like, "No, just hanging out with my dog camping." And they leave, and then I look right behind me and there's 2 elk. It happened every time. It was so funny. But long story longer, a lot of them have heated gloves. And so I thought, hey, this is pretty cool. I'm testing out heated gloves. What other people are using heated gloves in the area? So this is what it looks like on. And as you can see, the battery pack is right here. I have not found it to get in the way when riding our fat bike. We have a Quiet Cat E fat bike that we're just kind of zooming around on trails here. And I was able to shift and apply the brakes and all the things. Dexterity's been fantastic with this. It is waterproof. It has a Fan-Tex is what they use in this, and that is a TPU breathable waterproof insert. I've never heard of Fan-Tex, so I can't speak to the durability or how it works. I work with a lot of other name brand waterproof breathable membranes, but I'm sure it's sufficient enough. I definitely want to dunk my hands in a river or lake, especially if it's cold, but the gloves are warm. Again, 150 degrees warm, I don't know, but last night it was in the teens and my hands were nice and warm. The coverage is fantastic. I really like this right here. You can cinch it down. I can see these gloves being really good for people who are outside working, landscaping, contractors, construction, football games, you name it, fall, winter weather, hunters. Very pliable, as you can see right here. MSRP on these, the 7 volt rugged, is $190, I believe. I'll put those out of the way, and then we'll get to the ones that I really like. So I like those quite a bit. The one thing I don't like as much about those as I do these is the fit on these is even better. Again, size large fits great. And then the battery pack. The battery pack actually blew my mind. It makes me very happy. It's a little bit more sizable, and it also is USB. So we have right here a USB connection right there, and then you have a USB micro is how you charge it right there. Now what I like about this over the AC 110 is you can do this off a battery pack, so you don't have to have a wall outlet or a solar panel or a larger power supply. You can use your typical power bank, 10,000 milliamp, 20,000, whatever, and charge these two up. And of course, you can also charge things out, which I don't usually do. And then here's the cool thing too. With that, there's also a little on-off button on that battery pack you may have seen. My concern before testing it was that I'd have to take my cold hands, unzip that pocket, turn on the battery pack, zip it back up, and then turn on the button. Nope, they thought about this, so watch this. Again, like that glove, it's got this really nice, oh, these feel good. Got the nice gauntlet closure right there, so you can seal that down really easy. Again, the battery pack gets out of the way, so it's not hitting the back of your hand when you are on a motorcycle, bicycle, operating equipment. It's out of the way. Some heated gloves, they hit right here, and it's not pleasant. So let's turn it on. So hold down, boom, there's red. So again, like the other one, red, white, blue, go back to red. So I just proved the point that you don't need to go in and turn the battery pack on. It's ready to go if you want to, and then it has ghost mode. So if you hold that down, it'll turn the light off. So if you need to be incognito, ninja mode. So these are $10 more. These are just $10 more, and the fit and the function is fantastic. Worth noting, very worth noting, both these and the rugged gloves I just showed you are phone and tablet compatible. So I was able to type out messages to my wife on our phone, going through our Starlink, and she's happy, I'm happy. I'm happy I'll take my gloves off. And of course, the dexterity is up to you. I mean, they're thicker than your fingers, but just, you know, taking your time typing is not a big deal. Very rugged leather. I can't tell you if it's goat leather or not. It is nice leather. Both gloves feature 3M insulation in addition to the heating mechanism. So even without turning the gloves on, they're still warm. These are warmer than the tan ones I just showed you. There's more insulation going on in here. They have a pre-curved design, which I really like. My background is I'm a split boarder. I come up and down these mountains behind us here on a split board, and doing so, I'm usually grabbing onto poles, trekking poles, and then when I get to the top of the mountain, I have to change off the bindings from the ski mode onto snowboard mode, and so there's a lot of, you know, dexterity required, and so having pre-curved gloves is very nice for that. You do get seal right here to really cinch it down. I tend to keep that as loose as possible, just so I can get my hand in there easier. It has a waterproof, breathable insert, Hyporov, or I don't know how to say it correctly, but again, I don't know that one. I know Gore-Tex and Pertex and all the Texas, but I'm sure it's waterproof enough for most uses. I can see it's been really handy for sledders too, snowmobilers. So you get great protection because they're leather and they're padded and they're insulated, and they get the extra warmth, and they could definitely feel it. Again, I think they claim 150 degrees. I don't know how I would measure that in the glove here. For 2 hours, and then the medium setting for 3 hours, and then the low setting 110 degrees for maybe 5 hours. I had them on and off, rotating through the gloves the last few weeks in temperatures in the upper teens to low 30s, just testing them out and stuff. Of course, here deeper in winter, I'll have them in single digit temperatures and can report back how they're doing, but just that's how I've been testing them. And then the third thing that I have, I should probably turn that off. Boom, off. Okay. Don't want to waste a battery if you don't need to. And the construction on the premium ones, I think, is even better than the tan ones. Okay, now I'll take off the jacket and show you the vest. So, like I mentioned, I'm usually an extra large. I'm extra large in this shirt, extra large in this outdoor research jacket, extra large in pretty much everything. This is the large. But it fits nice and tight. And the reason I like that for this is I'm not going out for aesthetics. I'm not trying to be flashy. I'm just trying to keep the heat as close to my body as possible. There's 2 heating zones right here and 1 on the trapezius. Turn on right there. There's red for high, just like with the gloves. There's white for middle. And there's blue for low setting. Go back to high. You get 2 zipper pockets. The battery compartment is right here. You can keep the battery compartment separate from your hand pocket, and it is a bigger version of the same style that the gloves have, being that it is USB. So you have the USB A, and a USB-A in case you wanted to charge a phone or something, and then you charge it, the power going in goes USB micro. If I could try and think of any improvements on any of these, I think the one thing to do would be USB-C, because that's just what everything's doing. Even the new iPhone is USB-C. So I imagine in the next year or two, we'll see these upgraded to USB-C as well. But that's not really a complaint. That's just an observation on something that they could easily improve on. As far as the durability, I've only had these for a few weeks, but it's a very, the best is a soft shell material with a DWR treatment. So it would, in my case, it would be used under a puffy jacket or under a rain shell or under both, depending on the situations. And yeah, it's actually not too unattractive at all either. We test a lot of heated gear, and I don't often put the reviews up because either the functionality isn't there, or I just feel it's not as good as some of the stuff that comes through that we review. However, this I'm actually making a video because it's actually really nice and I like it quite a bit. And the price reflects it. You know, these are like $180 to $200 for these items. These aren't these cheap Amazon ones, you know, they're under $100. We've tested a lot of those and they just crap out. So again, you get what you pay for. It's just my 2 cents. So hopefully seeing the gloves and the vest in the real world, in the mountains, where you're probably going to use it, in the temperatures I've used them in, has been helpful. If it has, a thumbs up is appreciated. If you have any questions that I may answer or be able to answer, please put them in the comments below. If you have experience with this brand and these products, go ahead and share that with the audience. We love to learn how you've used it, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, where you used it, what part of the world you're in, all that. We're trying to learn and share here. If you want to see more content on cold weather gear, we got a lot more, then consider subscribing to our Engearment YouTube channel, link below. I'm Sean Sewell, the owner and director of Stoke for Engearment.com. Until next time, take care.